Hey, what's up, guys? This is Keith here. Hey, so I wanted to create a very, I guess it's probably gonna be kind of controversial video, but I'm just trying to get the truth out there. And I'm gonna just basically talk about my journey in trading and talk about a lot of things that a lot of people won't talk about. They are glamorize trading and make it sound like it's this great thing. But to be honest, there's been a lot of sacrifices in my life to get to the point where I'm at now, and some things that I had to basically give up in order to get to where I want to be. So let's just dive right into it. I've been trading now for 4 years, and the journey has been pretty crazy. Okay, so I mean, man, there's been, multiple accounts blown up, lots of money lost, stressful days of big drawdowns. And, when you're in that learning curve, you just keep getting beat up every day. You just keep getting beat up. You might have a couple of green days here and there, but you look at your P&L at the end of the month and it's just usually red. And so it's very disheartening, going through that learning curve. It's not something that's talked about much, and it puts you in this, having to failing every single day, basically, is what it comes down to. It puts you in this very hostile emotional state. I mean, who wouldn't be angry and bitter and impatient when you're constantly failing every day, right? I mean, it's hard to keep your head up when you're putting in all these hours of studying and all these hours of looking at charts and buying and spending more money on courses and this and that, and you're like telling yourself, like, I can't believe I did that again. I can't believe I added to a loser again. I can't believe I got in early again. And so it's very, very stressful. And I'm not gonna lie, like I've lost relationships now because of it, because I've just put so much. My goal just is first. My life, my goals, and. I've been in situations now where I've had to make lots of sacrifices, and it's pretty sad. It's pretty crazy. Like, I've had pretty crazy angry outbursts where I've broken keyboards and I've broken chairs, and it's not a great place. It's not fun. It's not it's not this great thing where you're just gonna jump into it and make hella money. Like, it's going to take years and years of dedication, practice, perseverance, and just grinding every single day, back testing, and you just got to show up each and every day. And I just wanted to get the truth out, because it seems like not that many people talk about the negatives of trading, and it makes sense because there's so much positives that come from it once you actually get to the point where you're profitable. But, spending that time learning, it's really going to be a very hard strain on the people around you. It's going to be a very hard strain on yourself. You're going to have a lot of countless sleepless nights you're going to see huge red P&Ls. You're going to do things that you wouldn't think that you would do normally. You're going to, you're going to go against your own word a bunch of times. You're going to say, I'm never doing that again. And then next week, you're going to find yourself doing it again. You're going to set up max loss brokers, or max loss with your broker. And then you're going to end up calling your broker and removing it. I've done that before. And, no one really talks about the bad side of it. And only everyone looks at like the successful side of it. And so I just wanted to get the raw truth out there that trading is very, very draining, stressful, time-consuming, and a lot of people don't even make it. A lot of people give up, 2 years in, and they just they can't handle it, and it's not for everyone, that's for sure. But I want to, encourage you as well that, the payout is great and that you can make it and you can create a system that works for you. If as long as you just keep persevering and you just don't give up, But the pain and almost the traumatization, really, because that's what it comes down to. It's almost like you get traumatized from learning how to trade. It's crazy. It's up there in regards to life experiences, because you're gonna feel pain that you've never felt, or that as close to the most painful events in your life when you're battling yourself, and when you told yourself you wouldn't do that again, but you're doing it again. So anyway, this is just going to be like trader psychology, the real hard truth of what it's like to learn to trade. And I think that everyone should, realize that that's what you're getting yourself into before you start trading. And you've got to just get your heels in and just dig your heels in and just go along for the ride and just never give up. And like I always say, is I recommend trading in a sim first, so you can create a system strategy that works for you before you start losing all kinds of money thinking that you're going to make all this cash. Because statistically, it's not going to happen. And you need to, for me, I highly recommend getting into a sim and backtesting and creating a system first. For me, that's what worked. I started trading, blew up multiple accounts, just small accounts here, $5,000 there, $10,000 there, like just little offshore accounts. And finally I was just like, this is stupid. This is so dumb. I'm just losing hella money. And so I invested in a sim and I traded in a sim for years. Right. And that's what worked for me. And then once I created a system and strategy that I was very confident in after having the numbers and seeing the system play out so many times, then I finally decided to fund, brokerage accounts and actually fully fund a non overseas broker, right? I'm with TD Ameritrade. But now I'm confident enough in my system because I put in the time to backtest and create my own strategy. So that's the recommendation I always preach to people. A lot of people can't do sim. They just have too much pride and ego. They figure they're just too focused on the money and not the process is really what it comes down to if you really want to get to the truth of it. But anyway, all right guys, well I just wanted to create this video real quick for you, a quick little trader psychology video and the real hard truth of what it is to be a trader and my experience with it and the turmoil and the stress that I've gone through to get to where I'm at. And I think that if I didn't have any kind of working out regimen or something like that to release that stress, I don't know where I would be. So if you can create some kind of outlet as well, probably physical, to relieve that stress, that's the best bet too, to have that balance. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Just a quick one on trader psychology and starting out for new guys. Don't lose hope. Keep pushing. Statistically, if with enough perseverance and time, you should be able to hit your goals. But you have to be smart about it along the way as well. So I'm hoping that you're tracking, you're back testing, and you're taking tips and notes and trying to kind of combine everything together for something that makes sense to you. All right, talk to you later, guys.